Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. We are out here at our garden to give you this one crucial tip that is going to help you have the best potato yield you've ever had if you use the potato box method. If you remember a couple of videos before, we showed you how we made this potato box. We actually used this last year and we had the best harvest of potatoes when we were pleasantly surprised at harvest time. So if you look at how we made these potato boxes, we've got one right here and one over here. We planted these about a week or two apart, probably about 2 weeks apart. And you'll notice that we left this end a little bit higher. And that is the most important step that we are going to show you today. All you're going to need for this part is just two 6-foot fence pickets. And because our potato boxes are 2x4, this is going to work out perfect. So you're going to take your two fence pickets, line them up so they're nice and even, measure 2 feet, make one cut. Now you've got your newest level to your potato box. One of the key parts of this is you don't want to do this part too early. Once you see that the greenery would surpass the next level, that's when you know it's time to add the next level of your potato box. If it's like these over here, you know they're nowhere close to reaching that next level. So they've got a few more weeks to go before they look like their buddies over there. It's just real simple. You just add the next level on, screw it nice and secure. And the good thing about this method is it's reusable. This is the second year that we have done this, and the box has held up just fine. Make sure I tuck in those leaves. The posts are just 2x4s that are ripped down in half. So really, this is a very inexpensive method. The pickets are $2.50 a piece, maybe, if that much. All right, the next level is secure. Now we just got to fill it up with some dirt. This composted material actually came from like the next county over. It's like their landfill program. They get all the yard debris and leaves when they do their fall pickup, and then they compost it all together. It's not bad. $10 a big old scoop. So this is left over from our garden install. That is the one thing that you're going to need is a lot of soil when you do this method, because you do have to fill roughly about 5.5 inches. That's how wide the pickets are. And one lesson that I learned and was thinking about this week is anytime you're gardening and trying to do something like homesteading or farming, it is so easy to look at everybody else, all the success that they're having, the different levels they're at, and just remember when you're first starting out, everything is going to be slow. Last year's garden was a total disaster except for the potato box. But really, just thinking about comparison being the thief of joy. I think Dabo Sweeney said that one time, but it really is. And so, you know, we built our garden, which I think looks great. This is the biggest garden we've ever had, but it didn't happen there overnight. This has been a 2-year process. We're living at a new property, a bigger farm, and so everything is like starting over. And when you feel like that, it's easy to get overwhelmed. So I suggest something like the potato box. It's nice and small. It's easy to do. Doesn't take a lot of room. Doesn't take a lot of effort. It does take a lot of soil though. But when you're doing your garden, just do what's best for you. Don't get into the Instagram trap where you see everybody's best. Just continue to focus on yours and don't let comparison steal your joy. Anyway, back to work. So now I'm just going to take this and just gently fill up all around the potato plants. I don't want to pack it in there and mess up any of the leaves or anything like that. So I'll put it in and then smooth it around with my hand. And guys, I know what you're thinking. Man, you just buried all of your greenery. You're going to kill the plants. Well, I'm just kind of massaging it in right now. I'm going to come back over it. But I was a doubter last year. We had tried this method for the first time, and I didn't believe it was going to do anything until we went to harvest them. And man, this is the only way I'm going to grow potatoes from now on. So I just kind of move it around, just make sure that it's nice and smooth out. There's no real gaps. I can fill those in and come back in with some more mulch here in just a minute. But I didn't lay anything super heavy on top so that the leaves can still be free, and I'm not going to pack it in deep, take out any of those big chunks. I'm going to add a little bit more because I want to get it to the next level of the picket. All right, that looks fairly distributed. And guys, what this does is it tricks those potatoes into thinking that they've got some more ground that they've got to dig through, and it's going to help them establish even more roots and continue to produce more potatoes. So now if you look at that potato box, it looks very similar to the one that's only a couple of weeks behind it. And that's the whole purpose, is that you're helping it to produce more growth. And now we're going to water it in real good. And guys, I promise you, it really is just that simple. I left a little bit of room for me to add one more picket. I'm going to continue to add more of the composted material, build it up. But if you don't believe me, well, subscribe to the channel. Come back and watch our future videos. You will see this thing grow. I've got 2 different potato boxes at 2 different levels so that we can have multiple potato yields and not just one big one. But again, it is that simple. Just a couple of 6-foot pickets, and you guys can have a tremendous harvest of potatoes. And I wish you guys all the best during this drought, especially that we're facing here in the foothills of North Carolina. We're praying for rain over the next week or so, and hopefully have a productive garden this year. So I will leave a link at the end of this video from last year, even though we only went up 2 levels, to show you the amount of potatoes that we got, just to give you a little glimpse into why I believe in this method. We appreciate you guys for tuning in today. We'll see you on the next video.